Just a little bonus section here as we wrap up the course on dealing with adversity, especially during this, uh, what can be a very high stress time, which is the tech scout, the time before you actually set foot on production. This is really the crunch time for production, and where there's the most action happening for the back of house people and the front of house people, for your team, for the producers, for the production, for the director. All these meetings are happening. Everyone is at their most stressful point. So dealing with adversity here is just remember that you are there to solve problems. You are there to help guide the production. And it's never going to help being short with people, being anxious, being aggressive. You need to understand that the communication that you put in place here is going to set the tone for the entire production. It's going to set the tone for your entire career, how you interact, the way that you deal with adversity, being open minded. Going back to that point that I made earlier about understanding that you can present your ideas, you can present your arguments, but if the idea gets passed and it doesn't get taken, you need to get behind whatever it is the solution that everyone has decided on. Because you're there, you're part of the team, you're there to make this production as good as it can be, you're there to translate the word to the screen, and the quicker you can get that understanding in your mind, the more helpful you can be. So again, you should never be the most stressed person on set. You should always be there providing as many solutions as you can to elevate the project as much as you can. And always be remembering with your crew as you build them up and as you start to inform them about the project, you should be cultivating a experience where creativity rules, where people can come up with their own solutions. They don't have to check with you for every single thing. Micromanaging will kill creativity. Allow individuals who have an expertise in areas to help elevate the project. So make it known that you have an idea, you have expectations, but within those expectations, if someone has an idea that will exceed those, will make it easier, will make it quicker, will somehow enhance the project, make it a spot where people can come to you with things, right? And then be brutally honest with people, right? If an idea isn't going to work, tell them it's not going to work. If you have enough time to explain why, you can do that, but you should also set up an environment where if you don't have enough time to explain something, well, then that should just be taken, right? That should just be understood. And you can go back afterwards when there is time and say, listen, that was a great idea about doing this or this or this, but the reason we couldn't do it is this or this or this. Or, just build up that understanding with your crew, with the production, that you are there to solve problems and you're there to help. You're there to make this thing that you're making together as good as it possibly can be.